So we have in the background some beautiful ninas. They have some for the subconscious release negative thoughts. Subconscious is playing, so if you hear that, awesome. It's recommended 20 minutes. They're doing a live now. And I did not know I could play it while doing a live. So if you hear it, great. If you don't, great. But just welcome. We're in a new time period, okay? Things are completely different. That stagnancy that we had before, it's done. So everything's moving forward. So in this point in time, you may be asked to change your routine up a little bit and just trust the flow of everything and just go with it, okay? So we have some messages. Now I got this new intro and I just want to have some fun with it. But yes, this is the psychic detective. I'll be more than happy to find out. Yo, trust the universe. Everything you need will always be provided to you by the universe. So I just went exploring the city, and I found a seat and a table to set my props up, and it's lightweight. So I'm about to go out and take tarot to the streets. Cause at first, I was buying some new makeup, whatnot, try a new color. I like it. It's very a little. It's like just enough. It's like a little enough, like just a pop enough, right? And so, let's just say I'm excited. I'm so excited. Things are never gonna be the same again. The past cannot interfere with your life. The present is all that we have now. Okay. So, I have fun trying to intro out, but nah, I like to keep my stuff authentic. But my first phone was a flip phone. Yeah, my first phone was a flip phone. This is actually a toy phone. And I was just walking down Toy Owl, just memories of my past definitely came back. And I want to say thank you to the past for coming back. It's I'm remembering stuff from my childhood, not just the trauma. I'm remembering the stuff that helped me feel safe. And I noticed a lot of parents who forgot how to have childhoods. They were saying to their kids, no, I'm not going to get you any toys. But I get it from different perspectives. The parents were telling their kids they weren't going to get them any toys because they felt the kids weren't grateful for what they had. But the parents hadn't really been setting a good example of gratitude. So I see this as a way for the families to heal. I'm finally getting to the point where I don't really mind doing messages of family healing, like relationship healing in general. I finally moved past that stage of where is this lover for me and that, this and that stuff. Cause literal talk, literal stuff, y'all, I really do not care about romantic relationship. The stuff I truly care about is the basis of everything. Okay, I didn't really have the beauty of having healthy friendships or dynamics that were free of codependency. But I'm also grateful for it because, I'm starting to, it helped me be able to see, like, if you're trying to break out that cycle of codependency, you really have to love yourself. So now, I honestly don't know if twin flames exist. Maybe they do. Maybe there's a love and light version of it. But I honestly believe before anybody is like looking for a twin flame, we need to learn to be our best friends. We need to be our own best friends. I just feel like putting some shades on. Alright. These look like, what's real beautiful? When you put on tinted shades look like something else. But when you so okay. So how this equates to being your own best friend? How you see yourself. Others may not see you that way, but as long as you see yourself the way you see yourself, so I'm gonna show you guys how it looks. That's what it look like with shades on, right? Yo, how dope is that? A new perspective. These shades, like, when you got them on, it's like, to the outside, it's like, but it's like you be chilling and cooling, but when you put them like this, like, this what the view look like. So, when you become your own best friend, you literally learn how to just be present with yourself and accept the light and dark aspects of yourself. And like, it's really beautiful because a lot of us have been taught, like, we want this romantic partnership, we want this and that, but we ain't even really had the opportunity to be our own best friends. Like, we're talking about family healing together as a family, but really, if you're the one starting a whole brand new family concept, you have to learn to be your own best friend. Because let's say you're a parent and you haven't healed from codependency, you're gonna be doing like codependent shit with your kids. And honestly, you can have a healthier relationship with your kids, like literally if you heal codependency, you know? Stop lying on me. Hold on. I am not who they say I am. And my happiness triggered a lot of people. Okay, I didn't expect to get messages early, but we gonna get a little bit more information. Stop lying on me. I am not who they say. Wow. I thought I mean, I knew I grabbed these cards for a reason, but I wasn't really fully aware. Now I'm starting to like, you know what, trust in this whole process. The spirit don't do nothing that ain't supposed to. Spirit just be on it. Now stop lying on me. What is the energy behind stop lying on me? Flax seeds. Flax seeds cleans the system out. I am not who they say I am. We got tea. And my happiness triggered a lot of people. Ginger, turmeric, herbal tea. So we're getting messages from teas right now. And so I think I'm going to make some tea because I want to interpret these messages. And I'm going to put some flaxseed in it. Interesting. I'll be back. I'm so enjoying the fact that this beautiful like beautiful music is playing in the background, and I do not take credit for it. It's LYNETTE music. They have a live going on right now. If you're ever blessed to catch a live with them, like definitely honor it. They love the people. So get credit where credit is blessed with. And then our music is consistently pumping out content for us to raise our vibration. It's NINAD music. NINAD music. So, Flaxseed, stop lying on me. So my intuition is telling me, if you are speaking up for yourself and you outed somebody, they are feeling how they made, like they're not feeling exactly like you, but they're feeling as if their character's being attacked right now. So somebody, what I'm picking up, but I'm about to get deeper into the messages, somebody who defamated your character is really getting a taste of their own medicine, and you're being asked to have compassion for them because they literally don't understand that what goes around comes around, and you're being asked to not feel guilty for how they feel, because had you not spoken that truth, they would have literally kept messing with you. And if you are watching this, 9 times out of 10, you didn't lie on them. You just spoke what was going on in their subconscious, and they were unaware that they were literally acting out their subconscious desires. And it possibly was someone who is so disconnected from who they are as a person that when you called them out on it, they were so shocked by it that they came to a realization of what they were doing and why they were doing it. So that's what I'm picking up from Stop Lying on Me. I just outed Miss Lynette Hall in ACS, and she normally operates from her shadow and her subconscious. And I'm not feeling bad for protecting myself. So we have Stop Lying on Me. And the message behind here is, if I had known what projection was then, how would life be different now? So the title of this video is Everything's Changed. It's not going to be the same again. So I'm feeling that with Stop Lying on Me, you're healing from people projecting onto you. You're learning how to protect yourself. You're learning how to speak up for yourself. Anybody who's been projecting onto you and who's been like defamating your character, they're getting a taste of their own medicine. They're having tower moments, and they're having people around them second guess their character, and things like that. So, and also you're healing. But what I'm definitely picking up with Stop Lying on Me, you're learning to accept that even if you want peace, people who do not have peace in their hearts, minds, bodies, and souls, they are going to try to disturb your peace because that's what they naturally do. and you're learning how to protect your peace. So somebody who thought you weren't gonna do nothing, and they thought they could get away with bullying you, and they thought they could just keep being smooth, cool Joe Blow, they are trying to tell other people that you lying on them. They're trying to tell people that you manipulative. However, what don't make sense to the people that's connected to them is, how is this person a manipulator if you said they something else? How they gonna go from this to this? It's like you got the Joker turning Harley Quinn from not turning but exposing Harley Quinn to acts like evolution, right? If Harley Quinn is discovered, I just saw 1616. That ancient number is going to be very important. If Harley Quinn can go from, a bit naive, a bit judgmental, to opening her mind to the point where there's no return of going back to where she came from, and now she's kind of love struck on the Joker, so the Joker says, I don't want shit to do with you. And now she's just kind of, well, Harley Quinn is crazy, but then Harley Quinn becomes a hero. People starting to ask, how is this person this, but now they're this? Because if you're saying this person is manipulative, then that means what you said before about them, they wouldn't have the intelligence to be manipulative. So somebody is basically who is defamating your character, who is gang stalking you, like for real. They trying to figure out, how did the tables turn on them? Well, it like you won't lying. The whole, what I'm picking up, and I'm gonna pull some cards too. But we're gonna stick with these 3 cards, because I really want to talk about this with y'all. I want to get an understanding. So, if you watching this video, you ain't taking no shit from nobody, all right? So we're gonna go back to this one. Stop lying on me. So, and the message behind here is, if I had known what projection was then, how would life be different now? And the energy backing up, stop lying on me, is red rose. Love, beauty, courage, respect, and passion. Let me get another card, because I definitely want to expand on these 3 cards, okay? Not only am I picking up on the fact that somebody who is defamating your character is trying to save their ass, and they're saying that you are lying on them and that you're manipulative, I'm also picking up that people are wondering, how can this person be manipulative but also be the other label that you gave them? Because if you said that this person is this first, this is X, it doesn't link to that they can be manipulative. They don't mentally have the cognitive abilities to do it. So what we're finding, what people are starting to say, we're finding that what you said before doesn't fit. So somebody is, you know how when you have people from the past just like, I don't want you moving on, I don't want you releasing me, I don't want you beginning anew. So they'll keep playing stuff from the past. They'll keep saying shit like, well, this is who you are based off of how I met you. And because I know a little bit about you, I'm going to go off of this, and to stop your evolution and your progress and you bringing some new shit to this world, I'm going to keep saying that you're something that you're not, because what I'm doing is I'm reflecting to you my limiting beliefs, how I have my disappointment about how I put so much energy into something I don't care about, and now I got nothing but regrets, because I wish I would have simply invested into what I love. But the little bit of energy I had, I invested it into what? Sabotaging you. And now I'm trying to stop you from doing what you're doing. I'm triggered because you're still going. And with my limiting beliefs and my lack of physical energy, if I chose to try to keep going, I understand I already have medical issues. I will basically not be able to make it. And I don't want you to make it, but you still fighting, and I'm triggered. So this is what I'm picking up. Somebody who basically been fucking up, defamating your character, if you watching this, is telling other people that you lying on them. But the reality is, you picked up on game how bad they could get, and you called them out on it. And because you called them out on it, and this was in their subconscious, and they talking to people who is into psychology as well. They talking to people who like, look, we all got a lot to lose. And if what that person's saying ain't true, then why you being so defensive? Because if this thing gets out of hand, it's already out of hand. But this thing gets a little bit worse than it already is, you gonna make us look bad. So somebody is like not literally on their knees, but they're in a very vulnerable place where they feel they're about to lose their independence. They're coming from a place where they feel like what you have said, the truth that you have exposed about them, is gonna have it so that they have to depend on people who they can't trust. And so what I'm picking up, this person that you told the truth about, they wanted to be independent so much to the point they were willing to step on people to get to the top, right? They were willing to step on people so much that when they targeted you, they thought you was an easy target. However, when you was at your lowest, they said, shit, yeah, boy, we about to fuck with you. And then they come to find out you ain't nothing to fuck with. So word got back to them, and now these people is trying to clear their name. Now these people see what it's like to defamate somebody's character. But the only difference is, instead of you lying on them, you told the truth. Because you're good at psychology and you can see what's going on in their subconscious and why they doing stupid shit. And when you told the truth on them, they said, oh, such and such lying on me. But the honest to God truth is, you ain't lying on their asses. You just revealed to other people and themselves things about themselves that they don't want others to know. So now this person's on the defense. I swear I'm not doing it. I swear I'm not doing it. I swear I'm not doing it. And everybody like, well, if you ain't doing it, stop being in defensive mode. Because even if you didn't do it, if you have to speak to a group of people about this issue, and this can impact the way we are being viewed presently and in the future, the fact that you're being defensive about it is definitely going to start another scandal. Now this person, what I'm picking up, this person tried to trigger you. They knew you were narcissistically abused. This person tried to trigger your PTSD because they wanted you to get mentally hospitalized. This could be somebody that you was working with. This could be somebody in your house. This could be your auntie. And you'd be like, God damn, family do some fucked up shit. You could have tried to tell people about this fucked up family member, and people would have been like, oh no, that person wouldn't do that. However, this person showed you how ugly they could get. To everybody else, they acted like we friends, we cool. But to you, because they were triggered by your happiness, they tried to do psychological warfare on you. And when you turn that shit on them, and when you say, I don't give a good flying fuck what you say about me and what you do, people started saying, something ain't matching up with what you're saying, because you're saying this person is this and this person is manipulative. But what we're familiar with is if a person is manipulative, they have a certain sense of awareness. And the label that the person used for you over here would say that you don't really know what the fuck is going on and you're not in tune with reality. So just know that whoever defamated your character, they're experiencing what it's like to have their character defamated. They're experiencing what it's like to not be able to numb the fear that their stability is about to be taken away. This is a person who has been targeting your stability. This is a person who justify what they did to you. This is a person who kept metaphorically shitting on you, and now you just basically shit back on them, but not that you lied like they did. You just literally told people what the fuck been going on. And now this person is trying to act like I'm not doing that. I would never do that. I swear. And people like, why would somebody go above and beyond to expose you in the manner that you have been exposed in? So, if some people like, that person's lying, but then somebody else like, well, whether they lying or not, the fact that there's an exposure in this manner, we need to do some damage control. So, I got good news for you. Something you did is about to, you like with the flex, with the flax seeds that I put in this tea, it's telling me you about to be releasing a lot of shit. You might have a energetic release by having a bowel movement, you know. But when I say shit, it's like something that has been pressing on you for a really long time. It's like I feel like you have been in a situation where people have been trying to put pressure on you. They wanted to see how much you could take. And because you could take a lot, they underestimated you. They felt they didn't do enough damage to you. So what's about to happen is whoever was trying to defamate your character, so where you would end up committing suicide, they're about to see what in the hell, man. I said I'm defending myself. This person's gonna be highly defensive. They're gonna be like, please listen to me. And people gonna be like, yo, I wanna listen to you, but I'm so selfish and I only care about myself that I realize if I listen to you, I could lose a lot right now. So I'm going to only focus on me and anybody who is able to keep their shit together right now. That's the only person I'm fucking with. So this person that I'm picking up for who's saying stop lying on me is starting to experience what it's like to get accepted into a group, and then all of a sudden the group is like, we can't fuck with you no more because you a bad look, and if we're associated with you, we're going to be guilty by association. So this person's starting to experience highly severe isolation. This person has a high level of codependency. When this person first started fucking with you, they were in this high, like very cocky energy. They used to be able to blend into society well. However, this person been able to blend in so well, you didn't know who they was in the beginning. But as you got to know them and they got triggered by you being happy and minding your own goddamn business, they started becoming aware of issues in their own home. that they felt they had no control over. Okay? So if you can take this into consideration, it will make sense, you know, when you can understand what this person was so keen on taking you down. They left a lot of clues that they was doing some fuck shit. So when you expose them, however you expose them, the fact that this person is saying, stop lying on me, look at it from 3 different angles and you'll be able to understand what's about to happen. All right. If I say to you, stop lying on me, that says I don't have support by the people I thought I had support with. That says the people who said they supported me is second guessing what I'm doing. And instead of me having a safe space where I feel like I can express myself, I'm feeling like I'm on a defense mode and like I have to prove myself to people that I am a good person. But I'm also picking up that it doesn't matter what I say or do, these people not gonna listen. So if you got somebody saying, stop lying on me, this says that whoever it is that supposedly they're working with or who's on their team, these people at this point in time is kind of like, discover something new. But yeah, if someone's saying stop lying on me, they've been defamating your character, that tells you that the defamation of your character is not falling through. Whatever they said about your character is being thoroughly investigated. Whatever actions you have taken to basically expose this person is literally being well received. And that means you have been consistent in somehow, you know, keeping documentation or communicating about this person. So the reason this person went so hard to defamate your character is because they wanted to make it seem as if you was gunning for them. When in the reality is they are targeting you to take their emotions out on. This is bullying. A bully does not just target some random ass person. They target people where they feel vulnerable with. You know, a bully that gets bullied at home, goes to school or goes to work, and they target empaths. They target highly sensitive people. They target people who have been under so much heavy abuse. And if the people still walking around, well, they like, well, hell, you ain't, you know, you're not taking your anger out on the world like I am. So you must be weak. I mean, we both had some sort of abuse, and you over here being nice to people. So if you're naturally kind, bully type people, you know, are starting to realize you stronger than you look. Because what I'm picking up, this person who targeted you is trying to save their reputation. So we're gonna do a 3-pound pick a card. What's your reputation too? I think we'll do that because I want y'all to know what's going on. I want you to know how, you know, things are showing up in mental, emotional, spiritual, all kinds of shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I want you to know. But this person is seeing that what you went through was difficult and you just made it look easy. And now this person is starting to see, and it's just the beginning, what it's like to defend their reputation. Now, I'm not picking up that you like over here, let me explain myself. This person cares so much what people think that, you know, the people that they was, you know, in cahoots with, they're starting to see these people got their own shit they working through. These people got their own shit that, you know, they're trying to make sense of. And this person is starting to see, well, I thought you supported me, because when we were gang stalking this person, we were all speaking the same language. But when you know, my character was assassinated, no, you just been doing some sneak shit and it got called out, and the way we was getting called out before, won't nobody listening, so you found a different way to expose their ass. This person like, please listen to me. They like, no, bro, I'm not gonna be guilty by association with you. And before, these people was kicking it up, laughing it up, ha 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 ha, and it was like, nah, I got a lot to lose being next to you. So this person is literally defending themselves. They're trying to tell people this person is lying on me. This person is lying on me. But this is this person's karma for projecting onto you. Now, the question is, how would your life be different if you knew what projections was as a child? You know, this is something to take into consideration. Okay. All right. How would our lives be different if we knew what projections was during the developing stages of childhood? Also, you're being well received as honest, and this person, they think if they give people stuff, or if they do extra work for people or take on their responsibilities, they think this is going to cover up what's taking place. But literally, this is just going to make them look guilty, because it's going to look as if they're part of some bribery. And like I said, it's guilty by association. People don't want to be guilty by association at this point. Karmics are realizing that they need every little bit of money they can get their hands on, so that they can not get attacked by the same people that they work with. Okay, so I break it down for you. Let's say you were karmic, right? And you got some friends, right? And you know, you and your friends meet when everything going good. But we in the Great Depression right now, right? So let's say the Great Depression, your money getting funny, and you starting to realize the close relationships you thought you had, you don't really have them. You know, you start realizing, well, I really need somebody to talk to right now. And the person like, well, I would talk to you, but I can't. Or they would listen and their conversation would still be empty and no depth would be a part of it, right? Well, karmics are, they have this belief system. I have to have finances. I have to have a little this. I have to have a little that, just to make sure I have someone around me. But they not realizing that they're codependent. They're around codependent people. The people may say, I'm not going to be around you if you don't do what you normally do for me. But literally, codependent people always find each other. Codependent people, they will be around each other even if they're physically hurting each other. And then they'll just go ahead and talk shit about each other behind the scenes. So that's what's happening to some of your karmics right now. All right. So some karmics are realizing, man, they starting to learn appreciation and gratitude for what they've been blessed with. So this 5 of diamonds here tells me that you have some karmics who was kind of like, you know what? This how much money I want to make. I want to be a fucking millionaire. They could have had $100,000 in their account, and they was probably being like, nah, it ain't enough. It ain't enough. And they were being overworking, you know, ignoring their basic needs, neglecting their health, neglecting the family dynamics, and wondering why they feel better around strangers than their own family. It's because they ain't taking it's like you got a garden and you ain't nurturing your own garden. How you gonna expect to have greener grass and you ain't taking care of it? So you got some karmics who was so devoted to having finances coming in that they started attracting poverty. With debt, some of them started investing into businesses that they thought would bring in passive income, and instead of bringing in passive income, they started meeting some people who were just downright nasty. Like, yeah, I'll work with you, but on my terms. So some karmics are about to find out some business endeavors and investments they made about a couple of months ago after they started competing with you when they had the finances. They gonna start to realize they got in cahoots with some cold ass people. These are kind of people like the kind of like snakes where you can these ain't snakes that you don't know ain't around and surprise you. These snakes you can feel creeping up. Their energy's cold, you know, and if you even work with these type of people, you really have to be in a financial pinch, you know. You really had to be in a financial pinch to work with these type of people. So some of your karmics was so competitive with you, they wanted to basically out money you. They got involved with some mob like people, and they don't even realize it, because this 4 of Wands say they got a little bit too comfortable with these people. Now what I'm picking up here is some of these karmics here, because they neglected their home life, there's gonna be a whole lot of just short conversations in the house, these shallow conversations. If these people are parents, they gonna try to connect with their kids, and the kids just ain't gonna be feeling it. If they got a mate or they trying to date, they gonna either be attracting short-term shit or some crazy ass sociopathic motherfuckers that would try to destroy them from inside out. So because they was chasing paper, you know, their home life is suffering. So not only are they working, if they do have work, they working at jobs they don't care about, or they miserable, they going home and they miserable. So I'll tell you guys a little bit about what it was like growing up in Greenville, North Carolina. Boring as shit. We went to church every Sunday. We was always doing the same shit over and over. I was so bored between the age of 7 and 9. I would literally lay on my grandmother's carpet in the living room. That was one of the few places I felt safe. My grandmother had to literally pick me up from my mother's mother's home just to stop her from beating me. And we would have a couple of days to ourselves away from our mother. But then after my mother would go on her drug binge, we would go back home and go to school. And over like maybe between 1 to 2 weeks, my mother would run out of money, so she couldn't get her drugs, and she would beat the hell out of me. Then once again, Ma, can you come get the kids? And my grandmother would know that we was getting abused, but she wouldn't really do much because she didn't know what to do. So I ain't really mad at her. But you know, life was so fucking boring. I would just lay on the carpet of my grandmother's living room, and I would cry how boring that shit was. I was so sad. So really the only time I had fun was when I would go outside, get in nature. My grandmother bought me a bike, and I wasn't a very grateful child. I ain't even gonna lie to you and act like I was grateful. Literally, I'm learning to be grateful in adulthood. Like all the trials and tribulations I have endured and overcome, just teaching me to be fucking grateful. Cause I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I could just be the kind of person to be like, well, I want more, but no, I got more than enough. I'm on government benefits. Shit. I ain't working. I get cash assistance. I get food stamps. I be chilling. I go find, I go get some free clothes and shit. I go to the thrift store. I got self-respect, So I find a way to make myself happy. So these karmics, what I'm picking up is they're jealous because even if you don't have much, it looks like you got everything in the whole world. Really what it is, your value is based off of your self-love. These people, don't have no happy relationships with their kids. In fact, what's interesting, if their kids was around you, their kids would rather be around you. And what I'm picking up here right now is these karmics' home life is so miserable. If you got a social media platform, if they haven't found it, they gonna find it. They gonna share with other karmics that have been game stalking you, and they gonna be looking at you like your life is cozy as a cat. How you living cozy like a cat? And we over here struggling. How you living cozy like that? And I'm getting a little chilly. How you living cozy like that? And there's a Great Depression going on. Cause I mind my own business and I'm grateful for what I have. Oh yeah, I turned the heat off earlier. I was trying. Okay, I'm picking up what's being put down. Ace, boom, boom. Yeah. By the way, we got a waxing crescent moon, so be mindful of the intentions you put out. All right, don't be putting just anything out. You ain't gonna want to be putting out intentions that's going to hurt others after this full moon. This is not the kind of moon where you want to be putting out fuck shit, all right? But you got people trying to understand how you are living cozy as a cat. So we go back to stop lying on me. Whatever it is you have been doing to basically stand up for yourself is being well received, and this person is on the defense because there was a lot of steps they missed. Basically, when this person was defamating your character, this person was thinking, well, I'm the one that's been in this position of authority for the longest, so who's gonna believe you? But you left enough consistent trails to show people that's from the outside looking in. It would take a lot of energy for a person to lie like this. It would take a lot of energy for a person to lie like this. It would take a lot of energy for a person to lie like this. Because the amount of consistency you kept with, standing your ground, literally, there's people who are aware of how the body works, biology, science, all that kinds of shit, STEM, development, and they're starting to realize if you kept that much consistency in communicating a concern, then there has been a concern going on this whole time. And so this person is feeling abandoned, and they're wondering, where are those people who were with me when we were teaming up against this person? Y'all ain't here with me now. So now this person planning on ratting people out. Because they feel like I'm not gonna be nobody's scapegoat. I'm about to get everybody that was involved called the fuck out. Basically, what's happening now is people can tell you ain't lying. You are so consistent in expressing your truth about a certain issue. Somebody who was made a scapegoat, who wanted to be a part of a group, who was gang stalking you because they felt abandoned by you, and the people that accepted them only fuck with them because they had some close proximity to you, and they didn't care how they made you feel when they was gang stalking you. All they cared about was that they had people to fit in with. They had somebody to, kick shit up with, right? Now these people starting to realize you use me for your own agenda. So this person is planning on turning everybody in, because everybody that they was working with said, okay, shit, this gonna be the perfect scapegoat, because they don't know no better. So now this person is out for blood. They know they can't target you, so they about to target the people they work with. Now, everything is turning around for you. Everything is turning around for you. This is a very pivotal moment in your life. This is very pivotal. Whatever it is you did ain't never been done before, and it got a whole bunch of people shook it. We got red rose. Love, beauty, courage, respect, and passion. You are being viewed with respect because of the amount of consistency you have used to show yourself self-love. And this is a gift. Like the courage to respect yourself is being rewarded with everything turning around for you. So someone who was defamating your character is starting to see what it's like to have their character defamated. And when I say they starting to see what it's like to have their character defamated, they're going to realize, they can say a few times, that's not true. Let me prove it to you. They going to understand that if you are around people who are committed to misunderstanding you, if you are around people who are committed to, just, I said, ooh. If you are around people who are committed to covering their own asses because they're afraid of consequences of what they've done, well, it doesn't matter if you say the truth. They're like, I don't care. That's your life. They ain't got nothing to do with me. This is where a lot of us have to learn to be our best friends. We have to learn to be our own best friends before we're asking for soul tribe to come, before we're asking for, a romantic offer to come in. There's nothing wrong with that. But in this point in time, you have to learn to be your own best friend. Because, and also what I'm sensing is somebody who been fucking with you is walking around like a dog that got hit by a car that's still alive. It's like I'm feeling a cold energy. They feeling left out in the cold. They feeling angry. And before, when this person had support, they wanted to basically destroy you from inside out. And now this person is feeling left out in the cold, literally. They can't even think about you. All they're thinking about is life has gotten so hard. Life is terrible. I don't know what to do. What the hell? What do I do? Where do I go? So that's taking care of this thing. Stop lying on me. Somebody's saying you lying on them. Nobody's believing them. Some saying that you did do it, but they kind of like at this point, it got a little bit too far. We just gonna use this person as a scapegoat because I ain't going to jail for nobody. I ain't losing my stability for nobody, but they don't understand they gonna lose it anyway. So I don't remember if I got a full answer. What happens? Oh, that flew out, boy. What happens if we grow up aware of projections? If we grow up aware of what projections is, it'll be easier for us to meet our soul tribe family. And here's why. Because if you have your own family bullying you, you will not associate family with people that that you grew up around. You'll associate family with people who are peaceful and it's no confusion and it's support. And you won't mistake support for people bullying you and then giving you conditional love and giving you things on a conditional basis. So that way, if you're aware of what projections is during the developing stages of childhood, you will be less likely to get bullied. You will not be so quick to put an association to something. You'll have high level critical thinking abilities. You will have a heightened level of self-awareness. And I go back to your critical abilities will be at the utmost. In fact, if you teach a child about what projections is at an early age, you can have a world chess player at the age of 5. So they could be winning tournaments against 30-year-olds. Literally. We grow up in a world, or we've grown up in a world, or we're in a world where they told us, well, child, this is what a children's book is. Like, literally, I read a children's book where it was saying a prince literally raped a maiden. And everybody was like, well, he's a prince. He's royalty. So that makes it okay for him to rape somebody? This isn't a fucking children's book. But if you, Miss Lynette Hall got upset because I was telling my young daughter about what a pH balance was. So she got to wait till she get in elementary school. And some will say, well, she's a baby. She ain't going to understand it. I remember shit my mother told me when I was little, and my mother told me a whole lot of fucked up shit. So because I told my little baby girl, who was less than 1, about the pH balance, and I was teaching her about self-care. I'm a bad mother. That's inappropriate that I'm telling my own baby girl about self-care. So you want me to basically have my daughter dumb as shit, have her pray for a predator to see her innocence and her naivety as, oh yeah, oh shit, she don't know nothing about her own vagina, so I'm going to make up some shit so that I can get access to her vagina. What kind of mother would I be if I know the kind of world we live in right now? We live in a world where you have an ex who would try to kill you because you don't want shit to do with them. Come on now. Let's talk about this thing. So, Miss Lynette Hall, I don't give a flying fuck if you mad that I aired your goddamn business out. I'm going to tell my daughter about self-care. And obviously that tells me you didn't have somebody who knew to tell you about self-care. And if they did, they just didn't tell you. And if you want to take it out on me, because I'm making my daughter aware of her body, so that pedophilic women like you, when you want to touch up on the child and shit, at least you'll be able to say, if she got to go to court, Well, Miss Lynette Hall touched me on my such and such. And they may say, you're 3. How do you know what that is? My mother told me about what that is. And she told me, don't nobody need to be touching me here. You know? And such touched me. And so I'm just telling you what's going on. So Miss Lynette Hall, I don't give a flying fuck if you say I'm talking inappropriate. I'm telling my daughter about her goddamn body, so that she don't become a victim of some sick ass pervert who does pedophilia. But I'm supposed to be quiet though. No, I'm doing too much. I'm inappropriate. What's inappropriate is for me to understand you got a whole bunch of children being sex trafficked and kidnapped, and for me to act like nothing's happening. Let me read my daughter this book where it's literally talking about a prince raping a maiden and getting away with it because his father's a king and they have servants. So what you're teaching children, or what they were teaching children, is that it's okay to allow people to disrespect you if they have money. I don't give a flying fuck if you say what I'm talking about is inappropriate. I'm going to make my daughter aware of predators, especially female predators. Female predators, the ones that get away with the most shit. Not no more though. Things changing. Now we go to, I am not who they say I am. What I'm picking up for you is that you're healing. You're healing from seeing through the eyes of trauma, where you will only see narcissists. And when I say you will only see narcissists, I don't mean like I only just want to see people that's gonna hurt me. You've been through so much. Let me get some you've been through so much that you may have thought that if you took a chance and did something, it was gonna resort into the same old thing happening, only to discover the experience you had with a narcissist or narcissists in general prepared you to be able to set healthy boundaries and defend you and your family. See, when we see through the eyes of trauma, it's as if our past is reliving itself. I'll give you guys an example, all right? Especially when you're healing from severe narcissistic abuse, that thing will take time. So Spirit is saying be patient. Don't put no unrealistic expectations on when you should be fully healed from narcissistic abuse. Just enjoy the journey and be authentic. And if you're dealing with a whole bunch of narcissists who trying to gaslight the situation, do not fall into the temptation of trying to play chess and speak their language. You speak how you need to speak, because your authenticity is much more powerful than a whole bunch of weak ass narcissists who got to team up against one Hioka. If you got an organization of narcissists, trying to target you, that shows how weak they is. Okay. So when we see through the eyes of trauma, the past is repeating itself. You can literally have 3 different types of people, but because narcissists like to copy everything that is love and light, narcissists don't know how to do nothing that's original, because their crown chakra is blocked and their third eye is blocked. So the average narcissist
Don't gotta create a body, create a bone in their goddamn body. So more than likely, they copy the light worker. And the interesting thing is, the light workers that these narcissists copy is the people you're gonna meet who for you. So one of the biggest things you're gonna be learning is to trust yourself and breathe through it. So you may get triggered and see 3 people and say it's just another narcissist. Let's say we got 5 people. 2 out of these 5 people here are narcissists. However, you can't tell who's who. You're taking the time to heal. You are taking the time to heal so that you can understand, wait, I'll have to figure it out in this moment. But what if my timeline is a little bit longer than somebody else's? Well, then honor it. Well, what if I'm starting to, compare my timeline to somebody else? Well, stop it. But what if my timeline takes 12 years and theirs takes 6 months? Well, you don't know that person's journey. It may be a remainder of 6 months left on their journey, but you don't know where they came from. And even if you did, does it matter? You need to focus on your own goddamn self. All right? So when we're talking about seeing through the eyes of trauma, you got the mental health industry saying, give them medication. We want to block their third eye. We want to basically make sure we can keep our stock markets going by pushing out drugs that, make it so that their critical thinking is down. So when you see through the eyes of trauma and you want some mind-altering type shit, you're going to basically be too afraid to stand up for yourself. You could literally be in the room. Okay, we did the 2 out of 5 people are narcissists. And 3 out of the 5 people aren't narcissists. But you're not going to be able to tell. And this is what a narcissist ain't going to tell you. They not going to be trying to basically fuck with everybody in the room. They going to try to pick one person to overpower and then create an illusion to the person, I'm bigger than God himself or herself. And then this one person, the empath they target, would say, I'm scared of this person. And other people will stand up to that person, but because the trauma bond was formed, the empath would think they're too powerful. And this is why I'm picking up that you're healing. You're starting to accept that you were exploited when you were naive. It wasn't like you just asked somebody to come up there and please narcissistically abuse me. I don't know anything. 1111. Please narcissistically abuse me. No. You had a sick ass perverted person mind of thinking. So shit. I ain't got nobody I can trust and I'm codependent. Let me abuse and exploit this person who don't know what's going on. I believe you're going to start to see how beautiful you are as the days and times go by. You're going to start to see that it doesn't matter that if you didn't have a childhood or if you experienced so much trauma at such an early age that when you look at yourself or feel aspects of your body, it feels as if you're that wounded child again. I feel like you're going to be coming to a place where you're going to be able to look at yourself in the mirror and do a sexy pose, talk sexy to yourself, and be your own best cheerleader. Instead of saying, I feel broken, my body's beat down, you're going to be like, you know what? We sure been through some stuff, but let me tell you, we look good. Now, I know we can take a whole lot of shit, but I love myself too much to keep putting myself through shit. So even though I'm scared, and I'm being triggered, I realize this narcissist made themselves larger than life because nobody else would believe they shit. And when I didn't know no better, they created illusions saying I'm bigger than God himself or herself. And now I'm starting to see, even though I know they ain't bigger than God himself or herself, I still got stuff I'm working through. So it don't matter if you got a whole bunch of organizations of narcissists going up against you. The fact that you got that many teaming up to go against one person. Come on now. You powerful enough to move a motherfucking mountain. Now, I'm not who they say I am. This says your name is being cleared. Because if you are being consistent in character, standing your ground for yourself, well, whoever they said you was, people starting to wonder. Why would you continue to speak these allegations about this person's character? Well, at the time when they were in a particular place, they were showing these things. I understand that, but what we did, we looked at some evidence of at the time you were saying these things, and what we saw, there's not the consistency there. Well, that's how we perceived it. Or do you think you possibly made some do you think you possibly were coming from a subjective perspective? Well, I don't think so. Just in that moment, we could have misinterpreted. You misinterpreted, all right. So some people who misinterpreted, your character are under fire right now. Because you are being seen as authenticity. You're being seen as a highly targeted individual, and people are doing investigations on whoever has been targeting you. Anybody who's been involved, anybody whose signature or whose name is connected to a group of people who went up against you, everybody's being highly investigated. So when you do see these people, you're going to be able to notice that these people are going to be a little bit more tense, a little more quiet, and they're going to be, you're going to be able to pick up on the emotional, that they're scared, angry, pissed, but more so, they're really afraid of being brought being brought to a place where they felt they would never get to. But it's actually a beautiful experience because it's quite humbling. Also, you're going to be receiving some ooh, we got 2 extra cards for y'all. You're going to be humbling too. Oh, we got some, oh shoot. I didn't know we had 2 cards here. So to talk about the energy connected to I am not who they say I am, let's talk about your crown chakra. Rest after a victory. Body is integrating new energetic DNA. So you're going to know you achieved a new victory when you're not worried. It's like after you stood up for yourself and you spoke your truth, you're going to realize you got less worry. Your body's going to feel much more relaxed. It don't matter what comes your way. You could literally walk in the bank, somebody trying to rob a bitch, and you ain't going to be blocked. You ain't going to be bothered. And it's going to be like, the robber going to be like, ain't you scared? No, I'm not scared, but I'm going to tell you, you might want to take that from my face because you invaded my personal space and I don't like it. But I don't care. Bro, if you going to shoot, you better shoot. And you better shoot to kill. Because let me tell you, I ain't going to go out not defending myself. But what you better do is respect my boundaries, bro. So rest after a victory. If a victory is simply you speaking your ground, speaking your mind, standing your ground, rest. Because you are having new energetic DNA upgrade. So what I'm picking up is you had stuff from your Akashic records that was wiped clean. So you attracted a lot of trauma to you. Trauma after another. Bam, boom, bam, bam. So what's happening, this new DNA, energetic DNA that's integrating into your body, is so that you can attract like-minded people. And fuck ass people, they don't be sitting there salty like, how the fuck is this person being this authentic and ain't nothing bad happening to them? Because I mind my own business. And these people gonna be trying to take on your persona, attracting what you attract. See, there's levels to this shit. You gonna be learning. There's so many new levels and shit. You gonna be learning that if you a level 37, don't act like a level 57. If you a level 57, don't act like a level 109. If you a level 1, enjoy level 1. Shit. There's protection at every level if you just go with the fucking level. But you got people competing with you thinking, shit, I want what they got. And they being respected. So if I act like them, I'm going to be respected. Just because you can act like something don't mean you something. Karmics will continue unsuccessful suicide attempts because karmic debt is not fully paid. They owe a lot, and I mean a lot. He. So what's happening now is a lot of karmics are trying to commit suicide. Some trying to OD on drugs, some trying to slit their wrists, some trying to jump off shit. And all they gonna be having some banged up, bruised bodies. They gonna be thinking, if my body's hurting, maybe the people that's fucking with me gonna leave me alone. No, they gonna just keep fucking with them. Karmics only know how to fuck with people. See, karmics get it twisted. They think that when their body's aching and breaking down, they think other karmics gonna be sweet to them like an empath. No, nigga. A karmic is gonna treat you how a karmic treats a karmic. A karmic gonna treat you how they treat themselves. They don't give a goddamn if you laying on your deathbed. But bruh, so about that will though, did you put me in it? I'm on my deathbed though. I don't care. I want to make sure that money don't go to waste. And you may say, well, you didn't say this shit to me before. You was acting nice and, hey, how are you doing? And then all of a sudden, when I get where I'm immobile and I'm on my deathbed, you like just, so yo, bro, did you put me in your will yet? So a lot of karmics are gonna be trying to commit suicide. You gonna be seeing them. They're gonna be looking sad as shit. The skin gonna be drying up for some of them. They're gonna have dry skin. They're not gonna be drinking enough water. Drink water. It's gonna help you usher in these energetic upgrades. I'm looking for the moon. I happen to wake up at the right time to see the moon, so I'm not, worried. I love the moon. What a view. But yeah, I am not who they say I am. Your name is being cleared slowly and surely. Just be patient. Other people's names ain't really it's starting to get fucked up. How fucked up they are, that's gonna be their reputation. And because they don't the waking up to seeing people for who they truly are, not being able to be around honest people, is really gonna have a lot of them just like they're gonna wake up, I don't want to go to work. They're gonna go to work because other karmics put pressure on them, like, we got to get this money. But I don't feel good. I don't feel good either, but I'm still going to work. They're gonna go to work, experience people gossiping about them, and this gonna happen like this hamster wheel of a monotonous, boring life gonna just keep happening to the point the person just gonna be like, I don't want to wake up. They're gonna start trying to kill themselves, but it ain't gonna work And when it do work, that means they paid off their karmic debt, all of it. By the time some of these people try to pay off all, by the time they do actually pay their karmic debt off, they gonna just be grateful to just get a moment to breathe. And that last attempt they do to kill themselves, they gonna think it ain't gonna work. Receive your abundance in a calm, mature manner. It confuses karmics. They'll feel inclined to give you more because they want an emotional parade from you. So you got some karmics who've been doing some fuck shit and they getting caught. They scapegoat is about to tell on them. So they gonna try to cover up one scandal and give you something they took from you. Take it with ease and grace. Don't be like, oh my gosh, thank you, finally. Just be like, thank you. And because karmics are used to people overreacting and just, oh my gosh, thank you. You're just like, thank you. And have a plan so that you don't get like, you don't have to fuck with these karmics again. Because all karmics know is chaos, confusion, and fucking conflict. The 3 C's of a karmic: chaos, confusion, and conflict. We got do not react quickly when conception of a new creative endeavor is born. Let it form like a fetus. Acting too quickly is rash. This doesn't mean that you won't act. This simply means you're nurturing it. So you're bringing in like a new baby to this world, okay? You're bringing something new into this world. And Spirit is asking you to not feel as if you got to complete it in a certain time or do it a certain way. Spirit is literally asking you to just be and enjoy this, like the creative process. Because whatever it is you are building is going to be unlike anything that's ever been seen or done before. And it's like you can invent a pen that reads auras. You can and it also gets information about the person. So it's like a psychic pen, you know, electrons and shit, voice identification, medical information, all that shit. And you may be, if you knew what you were gonna be making, and you didn't know how you were gonna do it, but you just got a vision like, yo, I invent that pen. In this moment, Spirit is letting you know, just go at a nice, slow pace. Do not try to rush the downloads you're getting to create this new endeavor. Literally, just trust the process, because you might self-sabotage the blessing. So just enjoy the process. And once again, we have the red rose, but courage is standing out. You are feared by your enemies because your courage, they're like, how the hell are you doing this shit? Like, we don't have the courage that you got. So when it says, I am not who they say I am, people saying you for who you are, and they scared the shit of you. Because they like, did you just do what the fuck I think you did? And you like, yes, the fuck I did, and I'll do that shit again. I don't give a fuck who you is. My happiness triggered a lot of people. So what is wrong with you? Go make yourself happy. So what I'm picking up, you getting to the point where you like, I don't give a flying fuck if you ain't happy. That ain't got shit to do with me, bro. That's all you, baby. What you want me to do? Feel bad for it? You want me to feel bad because you feel bad? No, bro, I don't get down like that. We got, make sure you resonate with the information. What I'm picking up, I got some cross watchers. They're going to be like, I relate to this information. You know, I'm chilling. I'm loving life. No, nigga, you don't relate to this information. Then we got New York City, New York in reverse. So when I think of New York City, I think of diversity, complexity, ingenuity. I think of innovation. And with this being in reverse, I ain't never had it like this before. What I'm picking up here is there's people who will not reach their full potential. I mean, think about it. For New York to be New York City, New York City to be New York City, if New York was a person, can you only just imagine what New York had to go through? Like, think about this. Let's say all of us are states, right? Let's say the whole entity of man as one is a whole country, right? And we're states. If New York was a person, if New York was a feminine, New York would be a feminine who was just real down to earth and chill, sexy, cool, and stylish. If New York was masculine, New York would be this innovative, well-spoken individual who just knew how to do some sexy ass geeky shit, but at the same time had a swag. So, ooh, you know what I mean? So, if you can imagine a person like that and other states around them just like, I don't like that person. You know how brave you got to be like New York City? And I'm not saying like comparing to New York City, but you got people that want that New York swag, but they ain't willing to be New York City. So, without further ado, we gonna get into the what is your reputation reading. I don't really like to put the time stamps in here anymore. I just like to vibe out. Cause like I'm starting to realize if you happen to feel led to watch this video for whatever reason, awesome. Oh. It's like New York City just seems so quiet and still. Even though there's cars on the bridges going places and the train will be coming by shortly. It's just like New York City is quiet, still. Like New York City is like that sexy, cool person that's romantic at heart. I really like NYC. Like, despite all the darkness in the world, New York City is just like that. Like, New York City just like the whole package. Like, I finally found my home. I used to think to myself, I thought I would end up in North Carolina. No, bro. I take New York City any day. I travel the world and take New York City any day, Stay in New York City and that's enough for me. All right. But without further ado, let's get into what's your reputation. All right. So we're going to start with pile 1. And let me go get something to cleanse the energy. All right. Okay, so we're going to cleanse the energy, do a very potent prayer. Pipula que sino y number que 5 palaya 5 y palaya 5. All right. This information docket is what is your reputation? And the reason we're discovering what your reputation is, not because I just want to say what's your reputation, so I can so I can understand, for reasons that won't actually benefit any of us long term. No, we're asking what is your reputation so you can understand how to communicate effectively with others, so you can see the strengths and the weaknesses of this reputation, and so that you can evolve with it and strengthen it. Okay, there's 3 information dockets. Well, I basically I'll say whatever information you happen to come in on is what you're supposed to hear. Okay, so we're gonna start with information docket 1. Source, spirit, God. What is the reputation of how? Well, information docket 1. All right, lovely souls of information docket 1. You have 9 of Pentacles. And this is saying a room of my own. So this is a person there's a book with a beautiful being who lives in a studio apartment. So what I'm picking up here is you guys are very independent, self-sufficient. Your reputation is that you live a life of luxury and you mind your own business. Yeah, you mind your own business. That's definitely what's standing out to me. Also, it's very difficult to be able to. Oh no, baby, no. Oh, my Harriet Tubman pen fell. All right, and this says to me, you guys are very free. You guys ain't gonna let nobody take your stuff. You guys ain't gonna let nobody take your freedom. You guys will fight for your freedom, and your freedom is why you work the way you work. I feel like with this woman, the way she's sitting here in this beautiful home in such a unique way, I feel like you guys are highly unique. So it's part of your reputation. People don't know what to expect from you. All they know is that you are who you are, and you be what you be, and you're gonna do what you do, and you mind your own business, and you keep to yourself. Another part of your reputation is that it's very difficult to actually have a connection with you, but and that you're very you're high quality. Some will call you expensive, but that's coming from a poverty mentality. Depends on the person saying it. It's a poverty mentality if they feel like they're comparing themselves to you. But if someone just simply says you're quality and you're expensive because you have high values and high standards, and they understand why you do what you do, then it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So that's part of your reputation. Then we got the 8 of Spades in reverse. Part of your reputation is you have overcome the impossible, so a lot of people are afraid of you. You have overcome some things that you might just talk about it real calm, like, and when you tell others, people will be very like, They'll show like, what? And you'll be so calm about it. And people will be like, how did you get that strength to go through that? And you may just be like, nah, that's just what I dared to do. But really, part of your reputation is that you're inspirational and you can basically get through some situations that the average person would crumble and things like that. You know, your part of your reputation is not only are you self-sufficient, but you know how to get yourself out of stuff. Some people will look at you like the equalizer, you know, with Denzel Washington and things like that. People starting to view you as an equalizer. Then you got the 10 of clubs. Yeah. You are being like, people are, part of your reputation is you have been through some very difficult things, where, or when you didn't know, people exploited it and they just kind of went above and beyond to, you know, continue this lie. And part of your reputation is people will tire out fucking with you. Part of your reputation is, you know, they don't know what to expect from you. Like, part of your reputation is you pop out with some new shit when you pop out with it. And part of your reputation is you can deal with a lot of shit and a lot of people can't figure out how you're able to deal with. Like, you got people, you had people trying to trigger you to the point where of no return, where you would just lose your shit. And they're starting to figure out shit. They made the shit look easy. But this ain't no shit that I want to, you know, keep going through. So like, your reputation is you a badass. You got it going on. You mind your own business. And you like an equalizer. And anybody that tries to that fucks with you, life becomes hard for them. And they just sit there. And so part of your reputation is that everything you do is effortless. So people starting to pick up. It's not that everything is easy for you. You just have enough self-discipline to choose to do the right thing. Let's get some advice from spirit so you can, you know, move forward with clarity. Like, I get this really thinking like energy from you guys. I feel like you guys like to take your time and just think. In this moment, I just want to express gratitude for having a roof over my head, because I remember being pregnant, sleeping on the elevator, someone not giving a good goddamn that I was 8 to 9 months pregnant, or 7 to 9 months pregnant in that time. And I just want to say thank you, man. Thank you. Like, everything I have is enough. I just wanted to share that, because, like, yo. So some advice from spirit. All right, so advice from spirit. We got, forgive me, I ain't show you the cards. 8 of spades in reverse, 2 of spades upright, and 6 of clubs. So what I'm picking up is Spirit is saying you guys are doing a lot of healing. You're releasing a lot of mental anguish and anxiety. And connected to that mental anguish and anxiety, you're going to be learning how to trust yourself again. You're going to be learning how the voice of your intuition sounds. So be gentle with yourself if it feels like you're getting confused and you don't understand why you're getting certain information, or if it's even true. But you're about to experience truly trusting your intuition, because you're going to learn how to identify it. And you also are going to, appreciate everything about war and peace. And, some would say all is fair in love and war, but I feel like if you pick information docket 1, it hasn't really been a fair, thing for you when it comes to war. So you're really going to be learning how to, I put lavender in my tea, something else. I love after I do a video, I just get into bed. Oh yeah, we still information docket 1. Yeah. I don't remember what I was saying. All I know is power 1. That to sum up the advice from Spirit, oh, you're being protected from someone who would like to exploit you financially. You're being protected from someone who would like to exploit you financially. Be gentle with yourself as you're learning how to trust your intuition. Harsh self-criticism is about to be released in this moment. And something else I'm trying to see Spirit is saying for you. Yeah, you're going to have new psychic abilities heightened as well. Okay? Without further ado, we're going to that was information docket 1. Awesome. Okay. I remember I was making the cards for this bag. It was a really fun moment. So I was just learning to slow down and just be. It was really fun. It's really fun. All right, you guys, let's acclimate to the energy for information docket 2. All right, we're gonna find out your reputation. It's like I only need 1 right now, not like on some bias shit for PAL, well, for information docket 2. But I feel as if you guys are so, I don't know, I just feel led to pick 1 card. It's not about quantity, it's about quality. All right, so your reputation, we got the 10 of diamonds. Your reputation is that you lead people right to the source of evidence. Whatever it is you're doing, You lead people right to evidence, and people are like, then hide it. And you, like, let's say I had $1 million and shit, right? And I was hiding it all over the place. You would know every location I hid my stuff. So part of your reputation is you know how to do the impossible and find the impossible. And with that 10 of diamonds too, part of your reputation is that you are a business mogul. You may be up and coming, but people do not want to play games with you when it comes to finances as part of your reputation, because they understand that how you protect your loved ones is also how you're going to protect your finances. And so with that 10 of diamonds there, part of your reputation is that you are not going to sacrifice your well-being or that of your loved ones for anybody else. Okay? You could even, like, part of your reputation is that you have a lot of haters, and also part of your reputation, how to. I feel so relaxed. Oh my gosh, I love this. Is that okay? Oh yeah, you got part of y'all reputation is y'all be chilling and y'all sexy as ooh than a mother. Like, people really be falling for y'all because y'all just kind of be chilling, minding your own business. Like, I have a feeling how too you're gonna experience connections which will allow you to express yourself authentically and help you discover new heights unapologetically. All right, and you're gonna be able to give this on an equal energy exchange. Let's see what Spirit has to say. 5 of Wands, with clubs clarified by 5 of Spades, supported by 6 of Spades. So Spirit is letting you know people who were causing conflict with you and jealousy you, well, they want to make peace with you. And another piece of advice. Excuse me. And Spirit is saying this new beginning of people trying to make peace with you is going to usher in an unexpected way. You've been asked to relax as often as you need to, because you're going to be experiencing a lot of changes, and it's important for you to give yourself that TLC that you always have been deserving of. Let's see if there's anything else I can pick up for Pile 2. I'm just experiencing so much relaxation for this pile. You know, I feel like your energy, I feel safe enough to fall asleep with you. I could be on the train with a whole bunch of people, and I feel safe enough to rest. And I feel safe enough to trust my intuition that I'll wake up before I get off at my stop. You know, everybody is different. For some, I know personally for me, I need to wake up at least three stops before I get off the train or the bus. so I can prepare myself. But for some, they can wake up right before you'll be next to them and they just feel safe. They like, shoot, I needed that nap. All right. We're going to go to information docket 3. All right. We're going to go to information docket 3. All right. And I hope that helps you, beautiful, lovely souls. All right. I'm learning to just not stress because I'm also understanding I don't actually understand all the messages in the cards yet. And I'm okay with that. I'm going to just enjoy being. And that's enough for me. That's enough. Information docket 3. Here we go. All right, let's get. Ooh. Let's find out. What is the information docket 3's reputation? Magic does exist. So people believe in magic when they see you. Yeah, people believe in magic when they see you guys. So part of your reputation is that you're magical. Also part of your reputation, and I want to go back to if so magical, like anything can happen with you. Anything beautiful, wonderful can happen. Like people believe in magic again when they're around you. It's part of your reputation. We got the 10 of hearts. Part of your reputation is to be on your team is like lit. Like part of your reputation is that if you like initiate having someone on your like sacred team and space and things like that. That they must be special. So part of your reputation is that if you choose someone or something, you're special. They're special. But you guys are really special, okay? We also have part of your reputation is that you do not play and you will not put your heart on the line to be hurt. So people have a lot of respect for you because they realize your work ethic is not something that's built overnight. You long-term here to stay. So part of your reputation is that not only are you peaceful and your self-care game is like that, but like you definitely don't mind doing the work to walk away from toxic people. And that's a very powerful reputation. That's beautiful. All right, so Spirit, what wisdom do you have for 3? All right, so
Just so you know, somebody who's been trying to get access to you is going to commit suicide. You are protected from them. I feel like I'm falling asleep on camera. But Spirit is letting you know that while that's taking place, you're going to be healing from any suicidal energy lingering in your energetic body field due to all of the trauma and stress you experienced. Let's I guess we'll talk about suicide a little. It's not that people just fucking evil and they're like, I just want to commit suicide. No. For someone to get to that point, they dealt with a lot of fuck shit, a lot of bullying, man. You know? They dealt with a whole lot, man. Like a lot, bruh. And so I'm thinking. It's like, y'all, I just start thinking. I go from one topic to the next. So it's a trick. Well, not a trick. It's a gift, like, for me to do that. But for me to get back on topic, I gotta slow down because I just be like, you ever seen them YouTube? You know how you go on YouTube, you try to find, like, you type in one thing, then you find something completely different, then you find something completely different, then you find something completely different and shit. And it's just like you a whole fucking DJ on YouTube. Like, it don't matter if you like Dragon Ball Z or if you like whatever you like it's lit like that. I'm trying to remember, y'all. Like, hold on. Self-care. All right. So we're going back to messages from spirit. Y'all just getting tired. I'm starting to try to take care, like, just take more care of my body and things like that. You guys might be changing your routine up, doing a little bit of extra. But someone from your past will be committing suicide. Honestly, it's all like I'll like pull some more cards, but yo, I'll fall asleep on camera. The tarot. You know, yo, when I get tired, I'll be comfortable sleeping anywhere, bro. I learned that living out on the streets. All right. And because I forgot what I was saying. You drawing a lot of money to you speaking your truth. This gonna be the type of finances where people ain't gonna like, not because it's not because of the money, but you speaking your truth is putting a fire under a whole bunch of people's asses, and they gonna try to offer you money to keep you quiet. Also,
something that was planned to be your downfall is actually turning in your favor. You're gonna be taking a whole new route. I'm gonna get one more piece of advice for spirit guys. You're gonna be taking a whole new route, but whatever it is spirit is guiding you to do, just trust the process. Like, you won't regret it. You'll look back at this thing that you're doing right now, years from now, and be grateful that you did it the way you did it. You know, I was talking about earlier how trauma can blind your eyes. Sleep can like have you see things where time stands still. Okay. Yeah. Yo, we got the Ace of Spades again underneath the Queen of Spades with the Seven of Diamonds. So y'all, people don't want to fuck with y'all. People don't want to get on your bad side. They feel like they get on your bad side, it's over for them. Because you speak truth so beautifully and bluntly, it makes a lot of people uncomfortable, and they know not to fuck with you. So a cycle's about to close out and a brand new is about to start, and you're being asked to just keep releasing. And I'm going to cleanse these cards and just honor my body. If I'm falling asleep on camera, well, I need to take some time and go rest. I'm gonna leave this here. I hope y'all heard what y'all needed to hear. But I'm about to go do what I need to do. Alright, I hope those messages helped you guys. Like,